Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the whole Tupac situation, honey. So everybody's been on my Instagram page trying to figure out what my opinions are. What do I think about the entire situation? So unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you guys have all heard by now that Diddy is being accused of getting Tupac Shakur killed. And because of that, that's the reason why Biggie Smalls was killed as well, okay? So what went down is that basically last Friday, Murder Rap aired on Reel's TV. And what's crazy is that my television just happened to be on it. And when I seen that Murder Rap was coming on, I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and hit record. So I ended up DVRing the show, and it was crazy. It kept me riveted for 2 straight hours. They literally broke down the entire investigation. This ex-detective Greg Caddy, he came with straight up facts. He also played the recordings of Keefe D admitting to the murders. You know, the whole situation is insane, and of course it's causing a lot of controversy online. Young Tupac Shakur fans are taking to Diddy's social media page and they are going in on him. They are roasting his ass, going off on him. Even 50 Cent has something to say about the entire situation. I want you guys to go ahead and check out all these comments that people were leaving on Diddy's Instagram page. Since everything came out 3 days ago, Diddy has not addressed the accusations. His peoples will not call back any of the reporters as well. So I want you guys to go ahead and check this out, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Rapper Tupac Shakur died September 13, 1996, following a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, and Biggie Smalls was gunned down in Los Angeles 6 months later on March 9, 1997. The public and their fans still want to know who killed the rap stars, even though it's been 20 years. Now a retired cop from Los Angeles is convinced he has solved the murders. The LAPD detective Greg Kading's prime suspect is Sean Diddy Combs. In a documentary titled Murder Rap, the ex-cop claims that Combs, once known as P. Diddy, offered Crips member Keefe D, whose real name is Dwayne Keith Davis, $1 million to whack Shakur and his manager, Suge Knight. Then, Knight shelled out $13,000 to his own hitman, Bloods member Poochie, whose real name is Wardell Faust, to kill the late Biggie Smalls in retaliation. Kading supposedly wrangled a confession out of Keefe D. The documentary is set to stream on Netflix this spring. A rep for Diddy has not yet replied to the Daily News request for comment.
I told you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
Hey, yo, San Fran, what's up? It's your boy Diddy, French Montana. We on our way out there, Super Bowl.
You don't
Super
know
Bowl
who's
50.
gonna jump on the plane.
You don't know who's gonna be on the plane. We about to be out there. Meet us at the Grand. Meet us at the Grand. Don't miss that flight.
All right, so you guys just checked out all the tweets, the comments, and what folks had to say about the entire situation. Now, you guys all know I'm a huge Tupac Shakur fan, you know, and one thing I love about this generation is that this generation of kids, they have no chill. You know what I'm saying? They're saying all the things that we probably wanted to say when we were their age. You know, I was about 14, 15 when Tupac Shakur was killed, so I'm about the same age that my son is now. That's one thing about these kids' this generation, especially with social media. They can touch these celebrities instantly, give them a piece of their mind, you know, but it's crazy to see like all these little 13, 14, 15-year-old Tupac Shakur fans who weren't even born back then, you know, but they're riding hard as hell for Tupac. They're riding hard as hell for Biggie. The whole situation is insane. At the end of the day, this is not new information. Greg Keelan has been out here talking about this for the past 3 years. It's just now that the documentary is on Reels and it's getting ready to air on Netflix at the end of this month. And also, if you guys remember, if you guys were young enough to remember back in the 90s when everything went down, a lot of folks said back then, a lot of hood folks said that Diddy was behind this, you know what I'm saying? Because Diddy was very scared for his life. He basically, supposedly from what I've heard, is that it was supposed to kind of be a joke. You know, he wasn't really trying to get them killed, but he kind of felt like, you know what, if the Crips can handle Tupac for him, you know, that would kind of help him out, but he wasn't really serious about it. And so when everything went down in Vegas, it was almost like the perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like everything was supposed to happen, unfortunately. Baby Lane Anderson had initially jacked a death row medallion at Lakewood Mall, okay? So they all knew who he was. He was a well-known Crip in Compton. So once they spotted him at the MGM Grand, it's like, these are gangbangers. You know, you got Bloods and Crips in these entourages. So once they see this Crip and they know that that's the dude who had jacked old boy, they all go to jumping him and beating him up. After he got beat up is when he hooked back up with his uncle, Keefe D. And at that point in time, they decided, you know what, we're going to take Tupac out. These were real life gangbangers and they didn't care if it was Tupac. You know, the thing that just trips me out about this entire situation is just the fact that Tupac was on a whole nother level. And the fact that he got mixed up in all this gang bullshit, I think was the saddest fact. But I definitely am taking to heart what Keefe D is saying. His version of events to me makes a lot more sense than what the initial Detective Poole was saying. And I feel really bad for the guy, Ashman Muhammad, because this dude was literally threatened. You know, people wanted to kill him after all that misinformation came out about him killing Biggie Smalls. And this man had nothing to do with it. You know, so they really break down the facts. Now, a lot of people are saying, you know what? This is once again the white man just trying to pin black folks against each other. And, you know, this was an FBI conspiracy to kill Tupac. You know, it's way deeper than just a gang beef. And to me, I can see both parts because Tupac came from a bunch of black revolutionaries and the feds have been watching his family from the time he was born. So I can see where the Fed conspiracy comes in. At the end of the day, Tupac was putting himself around gang members. He was rolling around with Bloods and Suge Knight. He was almost going backwards. You know what I'm saying? He went from having this revolutionary spirit, wanting to do things for the people. And maybe he got tired of the bullshit. Maybe he got tired of the backlash and the constant scrutiny and him going back and forth to jail, you know, that he just felt more comfortable in this kind of gangbang environment. You know, but it's really sad how everything went down. And at the end of the day, we may never truly know what happened to either Tupac Shakur or Biggie Smalls. It could be a deeper conspiracy where the feds were involved. It could have just been anything more than just a gang beef. You know what I'm saying? They jumped Orlando Anderson. He went back and retaliated. He ended up killing Tupac. You know what I'm saying? The only last surviving member that was in that car is Keefe D. Everybody else is dead due to gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? So the whole situation is sad. And then once the Crips didn't get paid and Suge Knight saw who killed them, then at that point, he had his blood homies go and kill Biggie. So yeah, it makes more sense that it was nothing more than a gang thing, and poor Biggie Smalls was literally a sitting duck. You know, he literally had nothing to do with this bullshit and he lost his life. You know, I think that's like the saddest part in all this. You know, so the whole situation is just crazy. But yeah, people are taking this really personal. You know, we all love Tupac and we all love Biggie. And I always think like, you know, where would hip hop be if both these guys were still alive? You know, Tupac would be in his 40s now, and it's like, what would he be doing at 40? You know, would he be the same firecracker? Would he have slowed down? Would he be mentoring people? You know, we'll just never know because everything died with him. You know, but the whole situation is just really sad. But a lot of folks in the hood have been saying this for years. And matter of fact, MC8 did a really, really good interview with Vlad TV the other day. I just watched it last night, and it was a really good interview, and MC8 kept it real. You know, he said, you know, what I have been saying on Instagram, like, this is nothing new. People have been saying this since 1996. You know what I mean? 97, when everything went down, that this was some hood shit. This was some blood and Crip stuff. You know, and MC8 kind of confirmed that, you know, this is just word around Compton. They'll kind of tell you the same thing. You know, like, it's just that serious, and it's just really sad that generation after generation after generation is still involved in this whole gang thing. Still a lot of shootings out there in Compton, still a lot of shootings and, you know, drive-bys and just craziness going on right now in South Central LA. You know, it's just really, really sad. And I just wish that, you know, Black people would appreciate each other and stop being so quick to take each other out over something as petty as gang beef or, you know, rival turf. And, you know, it's just sad that so many young Black men never got a chance to live to their full potential. You know, I think that's the saddest part in all of this, you know. But I really respected MC8's interview. If you guys have not seen it, the link will be down below. You guys can check it out on my website. And if you guys have not seen the Reels documentary called Murder Rap, I also have that on my website as well. You guys can click the link down below and check that out. But again, like I said, we may never truly know what happened, you know, and it's going to be interesting to see if any charges come up against Diddy. It's going to be interesting to see if he ever gets arrested, you know, because Diddy's not the same person he was in 1997. This man is a mogul. You know, so it's going to be really, really hard for these charges to possibly stick. He's going to have some of the best lawyers and defense teams and everything else. So, you know, the whole situation is crazy, but I don't put anything past anybody. You know, at the end of the day, people are human beings, and sometimes people do things that you would be surprised that they're doing or that they're involved in. So I can't say 100% certain that Diddy did not have Tupac killed, nor can I say 100% that the feds may not have been involved. You know, it's just one of those things that we just don't know. But at the end of the day, we all love and miss Tupac, and we all love and miss Biggie. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning this whole murder rap controversy. Do you believe that this was nothing more than a gang beef between the Bloods, Crips, and Tupac, and poor Biggie ended up just being a part of a casualty of this whole, you know, set of events? Or do you feel like it was a deeper conspiracy and that the feds were involved? And then also, do you feel like Diddy will eventually be brought up on charges for any of this? Or do you feel like, you know, he's not going to be brought up because he's so powerful now that they're not even going to investigate this? So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Deuces.
Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. Everybody misses you. Peace.
Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.